your next opponent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible.
That's probably
That's the guy.
He is,
Yeah.
I mean, he's the guy.
Definitely
Absolutely.
the guy that's up.
That's the
for-
guy. I mean,
Yep.
if there's anybody else in the division, that is the guy. I mean,
agree.
now that Islam is up at 170, who else is there? That's the guy.
I agree.
Yeah, and what a division. I mean, holy shit. And now Charles is saying he wants
Been
to
that.
he wants to
How long-
fight you
this fucking division has been-
BMF and the lightweight title on the line. That would be crazy. So there's fights available.
Yes, there is.
Big. What are your thoughts like when you're thinking about competing? Who do you think it will be? You think it'll be Arman?
No.
No.
I can't say that I have a name.
Do you think Ili's going to try for a rematch?
No, he doesn't get a rematch. He can try, but he doesn't get one.
Wow.
He quit on the stool. He quit twice. I stopped him twice. What else do I have to fucking do? Plus, his next challenge can't be me. He needs to fight Patty or someone like that.
Do you think you're next for Gaethje?
I think so. Who else?
I mean, I've felt that way for a long time. Have you been told anything?
No, the fight just done, but it has to be me. Like, who else? Like, come on, like, what they gonna do? They gonna put the Charles Oliveira versus Gaethje, or I wanna beat Justin Gaethje. I wanna beat everybody, and when Ilya is gonna be ready, if I'm gonna be a champion, I would do same. I would like to do same as Justin did, even more.
You and Gaethje would be an incredible fight. Gaethje seems somewhat interested in that matchup, so
that's why I'm flying to Vegas, and I have a date, I have a name, so we just gotta confirm on Monday. Everything almost set it up.
we have a date, we have a name, it's agreed upon, but we haven't put pen to paper yet.
Yeah, we just done the paper on Monday, and then I'm ready to rock and roll. It's gonna be good fight, exciting fight, and the best place to fight for me.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a tease, because there's a lot of people are thinking this is going to be you and Oliveira for the BMF belt. And I've been saying forever, you should be fighting for the UFC belt.
Yeah, this year, 2 fights, 2 belts. So
it has to be Arman Tsarukyan. Justin went on Joe Rogan and said that Ilya doesn't get a rematch because he said he felt like he broke him twice in the fight and in between rounds. Said Ilya wanted to quit. If they were to give him a rematch, no one would really complain. But if it isn't going to be Ilya.
With Justin Gaethje now sitting atop the lightweight division, attention turns toward his first title defense. As rumors continue swirling, several names have surfaced as possible challengers, including Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria, who may be considered for a rematch.
Instantly, like, when this fight is over, you're next?
Yes.
Okay.
They told me even the date approximately when I'm gonna fight.
Yeah, when's that?
It's after summer.
Okay, September maybe?
Close to.
That's soon, though. That's in 3 months.
No, not September.
Okay, maybe October, Abu Dhabi.
Who knows, brother?
Okay. This is exciting.
I gotta talk to Hunter first.
I understand. Watching that fight, did it make you excited to fight Justin? Because Justin is peaking. He's looking better than ever. What did you feel?
As you know, I'm super confident. You know, like, if you're not confident, you shouldn't fight. You gotta think you're better than those two guys. And I know I can beat Ilya, and I know how I can beat Justin.
You think Arman's up there with all he's been doing with Nina and stuff?
Arman definitely is.
I feel like you can't go a day without seeing an Arman.
That guy's done a great job of getting out there and getting himself a lot of attention, and you know, a lot of needed drama work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you look at the people that have been built, you know, it is impossible to deny that Nina Drama has built some of these guys, from Marab to Sean Strickland, Arman. You know, and these guys are smart. They lean into the relationship with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that Justin's gonna keep fighting, or do you think he should retire?
In my opinion, he should retire and give it to us interim title.
But then you mean
Not
the vacant?
Vacant title.
So
yeah, he should vacate the title.
So then, who would you fight the vacant title with?
Paddy.
Oh, Arman versus Paddy for the vacant title.
Yeah. It's a nightmare for UFC, but it's okay.
Michael Bisping believes the lightweight title situation is honestly far less complicated than people are making it seem. While possible rematches with Paddy Pimblett or Ilia Topuria continue to be discussed, Bisping insists that Arman Tsarukyan has already done more than enough to earn the next championship opportunity. Despite facing some recent issues outside the octagon, he emphasized that Arman remains the division's #1 contender, making him the clear and most sensible opponent if Justin Gaethje chooses to put his title on the line.
We all know who I'm talking about. It was on the thumbnail. That man is, of course, to many people, the uncrowned champion, which I don't know about that, by the way. But his name is Arman Tsarukyan. When Arman Tsarukyan made his UFC debut in 2019, he gave Islam Makhachev a really tough test. It went the distance. It went over 3 rounds, and it was a close, competitive grappling affair. It was a phenomenal matchup. And then since then, Arman Tsarukyan has gone through everyone except Mateusz Gamrot. That's the only other person to beat him by decision. And that also was a phenomenal display of grappling capability on both sides, right? There were some wild scrambles in that one. But since then, he's on a 5-fight win streak over Dan Hooker, Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush, Joaquim Silva, and Damir Ismagulov.
Looking at Arman Tsarukyan's explosive climb through the lightweight division, Michael Bisping highlighted just how remarkable his journey has become. After giving Islam Makhachev a serious challenge in his UFC debut, Arman has continued stacking one of the most impressive resumes in the division with wins over multiple elite-ranked opponents. According to Bisping, his performances inside the octagon make it almost impossible to argue against the fact that he has earned another chance at reaching the very top.
Job of staying in the public eye, okay? He's building an immense fan base, okay? And people want to see him get what he deserves. Certainly being on a 5-fight win streak and becoming a bit of a media darling, okay? Him and Nina Drama are flying all over the world. He's going to RAF and he's throwing bloody Uriah Faber way off the stage and smacks him on the concrete and stuff like that. He's become quite the online sensation, of course, flying around the world in private jets and eating crazy amounts of caviar and stuff like that. He's a very interesting guy. His father is a very wealthy man and he lives a very, very glamorous lifestyle, okay? But what he does inside the octagon cannot be denied. So Arman Tsarukyan, for my money, he's got to be the next guy.
Bisping also believes Justin Gaethje himself would eventually choose to step inside the octagon with Arman Tsarukyan. While he expects Gaethje to take some time away after a brutal championship victory, Bisping pointed out that Justin has built his entire career by accepting the toughest challenges instead of avoiding them. Once he returns fully recovered, he believes Arman is the fight that delivers the most competitive and fairest matchup for the lightweight division.
He was meant to be the backup fighter, granted, but he chose to go to RAF, and that could, hold him back a little bit, but it shouldn't. He should be the guy that is next up in line. As soon as Justin Gaethje makes a decision, as soon as he sat down with his mother and said, right, okay, Mom, I'm still going to fight, if that indeed is the conversation that he has. Or if he does a bit of soul searching or just takes a bit of time away from the sport, he goes and plays some golf, right, and just forgets about fighting for a little bit, because it is very stressful going through fight camps, training for fights, going through fight weekend, the weight cuts and all the rest of it. It's very stressful. The fights themselves are very stressful, and he took an absolute ass kicking in the second round before turning things around. So Justin Gaethje, never mind Ilia Topuria, I guarantee Justin Gaethje is going to need a little bit of time for his body to heal up. His ribs have got to be absolute.
Discussing Arman Tsarukyan's reaction to Ilia Topuria's loss, Michael Bisping disagreed with some of Arman's criticism, but still understood the reasoning behind it. Instead of blaming the outcome only on preparation, Bisping believes the pressure of the moment and Gaethje's toughness played a far greater part in the result. In his opinion, every elite fighter eventually grows through defeat, and those difficult lessons often become the foundation for future championship victories.
He will want to fight because Justin is the real deal, will be Arman Tsarukyan. It's got to be. And Arman Tsarukyan, he's been making a couple of statements. Now, first of all, he didn't actually see the fight between Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje. He didn't see the entire event. He was on a private jet, apparently, and they didn't have any Wi-Fi. So he was in the dark as to what was happening. And sadly for Arman Tsarukyan, he missed the best event of all time. But whatever, he's flying around the world, living his life. But he did say this about Ilia Topuria and the potential matchup with Paddy Pimblett that I spoke about in yesterday's video. He said, Paddy Pimblett is not the best match for Ilia Topuria after that loss, because Paddy has got a good chin, and he does. We saw that against Justin. It's difficult to knock him out. 5 rounds is going to be tough with Paddy. Just give him Michael Chandler. Come back, knock him out. They've got to protect Ilia Topuria now. That's a bit of a wild statement. I think the loss is going to give him a lot of lessons, not to be overconfident and to respect your opponent and to keep grinding. I think he was more focused on the media stuff.
Chael Sonnen believes Justin Gaethje's future depends on one critical question. Can he defeat Arman Tsarukyan? According to Chael, if the answer is yes, then this fight needs to happen without hesitation. But even if Justin doubts his chances of winning, Chael argues that's still not a valid reason to walk away. He highlighted that some of Gaethje's most memorable performances came when he entered the octagon as the underdog, carrying nothing but the motivation to prove everyone wrong.
Can you beat Tsarukyan? If the answer is yes, then go fight him. You're not retired. If the answer is no, then maybe you go fight him. Right? Nothing wrong with going out and getting a payday. There's nothing wrong with passing the torch. Nothing wrong with going out there and trying. Justin Gaethje's 2 best performances, he didn't think he was going to win. And I don't know if Justin would ever come out and say, hey, Chael's right. I don't know. But I guarantee inside he goes, wow, Chael really knows me. Chael's right. Justin Gaethje did not believe he was going to beat Tony Ferguson, and Justin Gaethje did not believe he was going to beat Ilia Topuria. Justin Gaethje wasn't sure he could beat Paddy the Baddy. That's the truth. And I can tell you as an athlete, some of your best performances will come off of nights like that, and then you try to figure out why. And it does have to do with that. It does have to do with accepting I'm going to.
Chael Sonnen also explained why a fight with Arman Tsarukyan could shape the final chapter of Justin Gaethje's career. In his opinion, a victory would instantly push Gaethje back into the championship conversation, while a defeat would likely signal the end of his dreams of becoming champion again. Although Justin would still attract massive fights because of his name and reputation, Chael believes another journey back to the top simply would not happen.
Beat Arman, great, go beat Arman. If he doesn't think he can beat Arman, that doesn't mean he doesn't still go try to fight Arman, but then it is over, right? Like, Justin Gaethje is not going to go back. The one thing that we do know Justin is not going to do is reclimb that mountain. And he's not looking to be one of the guys. Justin Gaethje could have another 5 fights, even if he lost them all in the first round. They would keep giving him the fight. Now, he'd work down the card, he wouldn't be a main event and go main, and he worked out, and pretty soon he's coming off of television. But that's just the career of every fight.
Turning his attention back to the lightweight title situation, Chael Sonnen argued that Arman Tsarukyan has already done enough to deserve the next opportunity. While Justin Gaethje may want additional time before making his comeback, Chael believes the division cannot simply wait around. He even compared the situation to Justin's own recent championship pursuit, pointing out that
glorious moment is not going to go in and be a contender. So it really does matter. Can you beat Tsarukyan or not? If you can beat him, go beat him. If you can't beat him, go out there, get that last one, pass the torch, man. That's just as honorable of a thing to do. But can we agree that if he was to fight Arman and lose to Arman, he's not coming through the backside. He's not going to get one more with Max. He's not going to try this Oliveira thing again. He's going to call it. Can we agree on that? Can we? It's Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje's done a lot of things that the rest of us can't do. He's made peace with a lot of outcomes that the rest.
Chael Sonnen also believes a potential showdown with Arman Tsarukyan could represent Justin Gaethje's final opportunity to remain in championship contention. According to Chael, if Gaethje defeats Arman, he instantly returns to the title conversation. But if he falls short, Sonnen doesn't see a realistic road back to the top.
Interesting things. It's one of these interesting moments, and it's very pivotal. And as much as Justin Gaethje is saying, hey, I'd like a minute. I'd like to catch my breath here. You have a number one contender that's just as hungry and did just as hard a work, and it's the same spot that Justin just felt 2 fights ago, which is, man, give me my opportunity. I've earned this. The difference is Gaethje had 2 other guys that could make just as powerful of an argument. Right now, Tsarukyan, there is nobody. It's just Tsarukyan. So while Justin might want a little bit of time, he will have to remember what he was like 6, 7, and 8 months ago, when he had earned his opportunity and somebody else was holding it up.
This sets the stage for what could become one of the most explosive lightweight title fights the UFC has seen in years. Justin Gaethje has once again shown why he remains one of the toughest warriors in mixed martial arts, while Arman Tsarukyan believes his moment has finally arrived after waiting so long for this opportunity. With both fighters showing interest in the matchup and the UFC expected to make a decision soon, everything appears to be lining up for a blockbuster championship showdown. If this fight becomes official, it won't simply be a battle for the lightweight